Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to part 2, and this is probably on the second channel. Again, I may have lied about that and it may be on the main, but if this is on the second and you've came from the main channel, like how I sort of suggested to see part 2 if you were interested, I do appreciate that, like genuinely a lot. It means a lot, that. And yeah, MLB Productions presents game 162 part 2. Part 1, sorry. Things were starting to heat up and I feel like I paused it at the best possible time, because I mean, things are now starting to like sort of build up, and I'm expecting like a massive sort of change in what's happening so far. And yeah, I really enjoyed part 1, and again, like I said in the last video, I really appreciate the suggestions for this, because this is sort of one of those iconic moments that I feel like lives in baseball, sort of, not folk, is folklore the right word? It's just a day that is loved by baseball fans, basically, basing off the suggestions, the amount of suggestions for months now that people have been doing for this video. So yeah, I do genuinely appreciate that. But let's get into this and see what part 2 has to offer.
And the Rays have a little life here in the 8th.
The Rays, man, this comeback's supposed to be crazy, man. If this happens.
The Yankees had not blown a 7-run lead in the 8th inning or later in almost half a century. So it came down to history versus the Rays' best slugger.
Did I hear that right?
The Yankees had not blown a 7-run lead in the 8th inning or later in almost half a century.
Bloody hell.
So it came down to history versus the Rays' best slugger.
All odds are stacked against them, man. Surely they're not going to pull this off.
I was really just thinking, here's our opportunity to really gain some momentum.
This crowd, they've been waiting for something to cheer about.
This whole world is about momentum. Whenever momentum shifts back to you, you feel like anything could possibly happen.
You know the Boston Red Sox are in that clubhouse at Camden Yards as the rain falls, and they are biting their nails right now as the Rays are mounting this comeback.
We couldn't control what happened in Tampa, but if we win our game, the worst thing that happens is we go and play another game the next day.
Can you imagine if we look back at this and see they went to the rain delay up 3-2, and the Yankees were winning 7-0, and when the end of the night that is totally flipped around, that would be one of the most unbelievable stories, I think, in recent Red Sox memory. Now Longoria, Bold at second, Rodriguez
3%.
When I was a second,
it was
we were
0.3.
7-3, but still to win wasn't too realistic at that point. And then with one swing, it just...
I can see the windup and I see the pitch coming. It's in a good spot for Longo. He did not miss it.
Look at the crowd, man. They know something's They know something's happening, man. They know. Just like that, man.
Hit that home run. You could tell the atmosphere in the park among Rays fans really changed. They recognized that something magical could happen here.
50% like that. Are my earphones in the wrong way? My ears are hurting. Are they in the wrong way? I don't know. My ears are hurting for some reason.
It was a hopeless situation, and then in a matter of minutes, we
just like that.
Run.
The Rays have picked themselves right up off the mat here in the 8th inning.
I really believe at that point, everybody on our bench, everybody in our dugout believed we were going to win the game that night.
Jesus
The
Christ.
momentum, you have a better feeling going into the night.
It was 7-0 down.
In Houston, the Cardinals were 1 out away from extending their season for at least another day.
Okay.
Thanks to a brilliant performance by the NL leader in innings pitched.
When you have a guy like Carpenter, you can count on him. He's the kind of guy that when you put him in a spot like that, he wants to shine, and he loves the challenge.
The 1-2 from Carpenter. Ground ball back to Chris. He's got it. He flips to first. A shutout for Chris Carpenter. 11 strikeouts on the night. And they will now watch the scoreboard.
Now it's up to Atlanta. If Atlanta
They've done their job, right? They've done their
it's
job.
tied there, and then the Cardinals have clinched the wild card right now.
It's something I'll never forget is just coming in the clubhouse after a great win. I'm just huddling around in the kitchen, watching the game. Guys in the clubhouse watching the game, and we just didn't take our eyes off that Atlanta-Philly game.
Everybody was watching. The whole baseball world was watching. Not only the players, the fans, the broadcasters, everything was televised.
the things that were developing throughout baseball, American League, National League, no matter what situation it was amazing.
It was like watching the World Series or the Super Bowl. I mean, everybody was tuned to the television sets.
With the Cards looking on, the Braves tried desperately to force a one-game playoff against them for the wild card. And their veteran leader, Chipper Jones, had that chance.
Mayberry will hold Bourne at first. Now 3-2 pitch, runner goes. There's a shot.
How far is that? No way. Oh my god! What a catch! Oh my god! That catch was bloody ridiculous.
And in the meantime, we are 3 outs away in the Yankees and the Rays. In the bottom of the 9th, Tampa scoring 6 runs in the 8th. We'll see if they have anything left in the tank.
Can the Rays complete their comeback in the bottom of the 9th inning?
Corey Wade has never had a save in the major leagues.
It'd be a big save.
2-2, little tapper toward third. Chavez up with it, throw to first. Is in time.
He's never had.
And the Rays are down to their final out.
4%.
Emerges from the dugout.
When Dan Johnson was announced as a pinch hitter and came to the plate, the one thing you're thinking, this guy has some power. If he finds one in his groove, he has a chance to hit it out.
Dan Johnson, who had a great year for him the year before and had some huge hits, had struggled in the year 2011.
Indeed, Tampa's last hope to keep destiny in its hands rested with a 108 batter who was 0 for 20 since April.
Jesus Christ.
2 out, nobody on, and then here's Corey Wade pitching with a great changeup, and I don't like that matchup.
And the first pitch to Johnson is a strike.
The thing about DJ, he's got ice water. He's definitely an ice water guy. I felt good about knowing that he's not going to be intimidated by the moment.
And the Rays are down to their final strike.
Look how nervous they are, man.
6 in the 8th. Do they have more in them? Can they continue their season? All of New England waits, holding its breath.
We're in a rain
okay.
At Camden Yards in the 7th.
Okay.
The tarp is coming off, so
cliffhanger for fuck's sake.
The game
okay, so they're back.
2-2, 2 outs, base is empty.
You guys were deflated down to our last strike, hanging over the rail, just hoping that something would happen.
The 2-2.
Just one swing of the bat changed it.
Mate, he's got a fucking home run, isn't he? Look at that! It's changed it! Oh, he's changed everything! 49%! Oh my god, you can't write that stuff, man. Them things are just meant to happen, aren't they?
To say the least.
Can you imagine the people of Red Sox Nation?
You were 7-0 down.
They thought this was a sure thing, and it's been taken away. A furious rally by the Rays.
So after about an hour and a half of rain delay, we are ready to resume.
That was an awful feeling. Right when I was getting ready to leave the office to go out to the field, Dan Johnson hooked it around the right field foul line. So it was like somebody kind of kicked you in the stomach.
A 3-2 Red.
Then, after having the break, obviously from the rain, and obviously not playing for an hour, their emotions and their sort of nervousness, that's not the right word, anxiety, I guess you could say, must have been building up. And as soon as they're back, they see that that's happened. My God.
Sox lead, bottom of the 7th inning, and during the rain delay, the
butterflies like in your stomach. 20 like you can't. Man, I hate them sort of feelings, bro. Let's see how they deal with it.
We now return to game 162. While 4 teams continue to fight for a wild card berth, others were simply jockeying for playoff position.
Jose Valverde trying to protect a 1-run lead.
The Tigers look to knock off Cleveland for a shot at home field advantage in the division series.
Swung on and missed. A strikeout. And the Tigers still have hopes of opening up at home.
But those hopes were soon dealt a blow in Anaheim when the Rangers' Mike Napoli went deep.
Down the left
That's a
field
weird way
line.
to hit it.
Is it fair? It is gone. And the Rangers lead it 3-1.
And Neftali Feliz made certain that Texas would open at home.
He struck him out swinging. And the Rangers have clinched home field in the American League Division Series.
Milwaukee gained the same advantage in the National League.
Central Division champs and await their opponent.
More specifically, they needed to see who won the Atlanta game, where the Braves were threatening.
They're on their feet in Atlanta. Bottom of the 12th, 3-3 the score. Martin Prado at the plate. The winning run is 90 feet away, folks.
63%.
Martin had been the spark plug for the Braves all year. He was such a catalyst for the ball club. So with a bat in his hands, you're thinking to yourself, this is the opportunity right here. This is the guy you want at the plate.
The bottom of the 12th inning of a 3-3 game that the Braves must win. And the 2-2 from DeFreitas. Broken bat ground ball left side. Picked up by Valdez. Throws to first and got him to retire the side.
DeFreitas breaks Martin Prado's bat and sends this game to the 13th inning.
Jesus Christ.
By now, the game had resumed in Baltimore, where the Red Sox were looking to add a little insurance to their lead over the O's.
Sox clinging to a 3-2 lead over the Baltimore Orioles, knowing that the Rays have come back from 7-0 down to tie the Yankees.
He is shitting himself.
As the Red Sox bat here in the top half of the 8th. Here is Kyle Crawford, 0 for 3 in the game, 1 for 12 in the series. Runner goes, Crawford swings it, sends it towards the gap in left center field. Diving in left and not getting it. To third goes Scudero, he's now going to be waved around. The throw from Hardy at short left, and Scudero.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable as J.J. Hardy throws out Scudero at the plate to keep this a one-run game. The playoff atmosphere is in full bloom.
And what a tremendous relay there by the Baltimore Orioles. Everything was on target.
The unbelievability continues.
Just man,
Scott Proctor
the level like them players have to do to manage to stop him from getting that run. They have to be pitch perfect. Like they can't make any sort of small errors, any inches to the side, like with their throws. But the accuracy and oh mate, it makes you realise how skilled these guys really
Johnny
are.
Damon.
Like, genuinely.
Head in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, and if there's a ball in the gap, B.J. Upton can fly, could end the game.
Swing and a miss. Damon out on strikes.
So it was on to the 11th, with the game still tied at 7.
Oh, come on.
The Cardinals had done their part and now focused on the game in Atlanta.
Most of the team was in the cafeteria, eating room, watching it.
There were guys in the clubhouse watching the game, and we just didn't take our eyes off that Atlanta-Philly game, just because our fate was in their hands.
There are runners at the corners with 2 out as Pence settles into the right-hand batter's box.
Don't you think Hunter Pence would be tired by now? Want to take the rest of the night off?
Hunter's one of those guys that he goes up there, he's hacking.
Foul down the play.
Here's a chance for him to, get the big hit. You just know he's going to battle. He's going to do what he can and try and get that run home.
2-2 coming. Swinging a bloop right side toward the hole. It trickles into the outfield grass.
And the Phillies have taken the lead on a bloop infield hit.
They're loving it, man. They're loving it.
That's the way it goes. The Braves had a very tough last month, and those type of things go against you when things just aren't going your way.
The Phillies take the lead on the most innocent of bloops to the right side.
Jesus Christ, it's back down.
It's been an exciting September, I think, for us and for all Cardinal Nation. It's just been incredible that we're in this position. Phillies got a 1-run lead, and we're getting closer. So this is getting exciting.
For the moment, St. Louis leads the wild card race. The Braves have to win this game if they're to force a 1-game playoff tomorrow night.
We were playing to win. We knew we had to win that game in order to extend our season. We've got to battle, scratch and claw, and do everything we can.
All hands on deck for Atlanta in the bottom of the 13th inning. The Phillies have the lead 4-3.
Well, they'll turn this one over to David Herndon out of Braves country, family down in Panama City. He's a big, hard-throwing right-hander.
For Herndon, it's a thrill for him, probably a lot of pressure on him, wanting to nail down his first save.
To be in that situation was awesome. I don't know that I've ever had that many butterflies, even opening day.
Atlanta has the right guys up. Jones, Uggla, Freeman in inning number 13.
To come in there and the leadoff guy was Chipper Jones. I really knew I had to be on top of my game.
Herndon fires the 2-2, and he struck him out. Foul tipped into the mid, 1 man gone.
And I got a head on Uggla, but I ended up walking him.
Excellent at bat by Uggla. And the Braves come up with a big hit in the 13th.
the tying run at first, and here's Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman's coming up to the plate, and chance for double play ball.
Ground ball to first. Other than Mayberry into second, got one. Back to first.
Oh.
Got him.
Look at that play.
And this one is over, and the Atlanta Braves have been eliminated, and the St. Louis Cardinals have won the National League wild card.
Eruption took place, and we were ecstatic that we got into the postseason.
They're loving it, man.
It was devastating to see that happen the way that it did on the very last day of the season.
We just didn't get it done tonight, and we're gonna have to sit on this one for a few months.
The St. Louis Cardinals. The end of August, 10.5 games out of the wild card. 10.5.
We just kept playing hard and kept winning some games, and we're able to see it through.
They came back, and they're in the postseason. This is an amazing story.
What are you going to do? The Cardinals did a hell of a job fighting back from that deficit in the wild card, and sit back and watch those guys play.
Talk about just genuine excitement and, feeling like we did it. That's a feeling I'll never forget.
Look how much it means, bro.
Oh, you love to see it, still on ice in Tampa and Baltimore. We now return to game 162.
This is the one that interests me a lot, man.
So the Braves season was over. Victims of the Cardinals' amazing September surge.
This sort of seems like this sort of documentary and this sort of day when this happens seems like the day of sort of underdogs. That's what I'm sort of getting from this one now, and that's what you love to see in sport. That's what everyone likes to see. As a neutral, obviously, if you're a fan of the team that loses, you hate it. But like as a neutral fan, and then just as a fan of sports, it's one of those things. Underdog stories just hit different.
The league wildcard race had yet to be decided.
This could be a huge insurance run for the Red Sox.
And he swings, grounds it weakly to the shortstop. Here's the flip to second, out on to first. They get a double play, and the Red Sox don't score. First and third, nobody out situation, and they don't score. So we go to the bottom of the ninth. Boston 3, Baltimore 2.
And a little pop to the right side. Pena makes the catch.
It is still 7-7 through 11. Wow. Never-ending game.
Bottom of the ninth inning, 3-2. Jonathan Papelbon in.
Pap has been in that situation time after time after time. As a manager, you hand him the ball and you feel comfortable.
Where would this team be without Jonathan Papelbon?
They wouldn't be here, and they wouldn't be here the last few years.
He's 31 out of 33 in save opportunities. Swing and a miss. Papelbon strikes him out. One down in the ninth.
I felt good. I felt really good, actually. Felt confident, and I felt really, really good.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. A high fastball blows him away. 2 men out in the ninth inning. The Yankees are set up first and third and nobody out.
This is amazing. The Rays could be trailing while the Red Sox are so close to winning this game.
And a ground ball to third. And now Golson's going to be tagged. Are you kidding? They're the luckiest.
So they just back up. Oh my, it's just up and down.
Pap trying to put it away.
They got 2 quick outs, but 26 outs, that's not 27. The hardest out to get is that final one.
2 down, ninth inning. Chris Davis.
Davis knew that Papelbon is an aggressive pitcher. He'd probably try to get ahead with his fastball. And Davis is a fastball hitter, so he just jumped on the first pitch, put a good swing on it.
Indiana right field. That's into the corner. That will be a base hit. He's going to try for 2. Here's the relay. Not in time. The Orioles are still alive.
Back to the action in St. Petersburg.
And a little chop to second. Zobrist makes the throw to first. Braves get out of that jam.
Kyle Hudson is the pinch runner. Nolan Reimold at the plate. Can the O's tie it with 2 outs in the ninth inning?
I knew it was a big at bat, obviously, and I got up there. I just wanted to fight and claw and keep the inning alive.
Orioles down to their last strike.
Season perhaps hanging in the balance. He kicks and he deals.
Look at that. Look at the reactions, man. Changes it by 50%, 48%. They are distraught.
Braves fan just getting the word here that Nolan Reimold has tied the game for the Baltimore Orioles.
If nothing's going on in your game and all of a sudden you hear a buzz among the crowd, you know that it was in our favor and against Boston.
That's a good point, actually. How fans start cheering loud. Like, the energy must go to the players.
Soak it in, relax, breathe, and just try to settle down and put the bat on the ball, you know, just try to put it in play, see what happens.
Now a base hit, and the Orioles can win it. Nandino to left field, in comes Crawford.
I was saying to myself, drop, drop, drop.
Line drive left field. Here comes Crawford. Drop!
Oh.
Orioles coming to the plate, Rival. They did it!
Oh my God.
It was awesome. Jumping around like we just went to the playoffs.
2 runs, bottom of the 9th inning. The Red Sox lose in a crucial 162nd game of the year.
He is pissed.
Now they must wait and see what happens at Tropicana Field in St. Pete.
I just knew, like, once he came back, I think when the rain stopped, he just got an eerie sort of energy about it, and I was like, yeah, this is not going to go your way, is it? And I can understand sort of the sense of sitting there for an hour not being able to play. Your nerves will just build up and build up and build up, and that probably didn't help. Let's be honest. But things happen like that. It's like that's how it is.
All Tampa needed now was a win. They were in. And up to the plate came the man who had already gone deep.
I really thought to myself, Longo, please end it right here.
This is going to be a fucking scene, bro. I beg it is anyway.
Running thinner, so it was important to end it right there.
I had faced Proctor like a week before or something, and I remember he threw me a lot of fastballs, so that's really all I was looking for. And I mean, I just remember I got one up in the zone, the one that I hit.
That one showed deep to left field.
My immediate thought was, is it going to stay fair?
I knew it was fair enough. I was pretty sure it was high
Close,
enough.
isn't it? Look at this, man. Oh my God. They were... Was it 0.3%? Oh my God. You can't write this stuff. This is just the beauty of sport, man. And the beauty of baseball. Anything can happen. They were 7-0 down. And they pulled... Oh my God. The percentages were all against them, and they've managed to fuck me, bro. I want to go back just so I can see the celebrations properly. Look at this, man. This is the best thing about sport, bro. Look at them going... so close as well.
It's just hard to remember because so many things happened in such a short amount of time. But
how did you pull that off? How?
It was a great feeling.
Oh, look at them. I love this. That must have been his best fun, possibly of his career.
Tampa Bay, yeah.
They must be gutted.
The Yankees, 8-7.
I was actually out talking to the media, and I heard some groans in the clubhouse, so I knew what had happened.
Going into the clubhouse and celebrating, it was so enjoyable and memorable, and at the same time also hard to grasp. Man, when I saw it clear the fence, it didn't seem real.
Gutted.
Just lost in the way this season ended.
Look at his eyes.
So quick, kind of snowballed and just happened so fast that it was kind of hard to take in.
How am I supposed to answer?
What your feelings
It
were?
feels awesome. You know, everybody in this clubhouse had a part of it.
We can't sugarcoat this. This is awful. Shouldn't have been this way.
You go from the agony to the ecstasy within a matter of a couple hours, and now all of a sudden you're celebrating, although it's like you can't believe you're actually doing that.
It was one of the most spine-tingling nights the grand old game had ever seen. And the drama reverberated with fans in all walks of life. Fans who shared their excitement with the world.
Major League Baseball could not have had a better finish in both leagues.
I'm shaking my head because I think it might have been the single most intriguing, exciting night of baseball.
It was amazing. I think it made some fans that were not baseball fans to begin with turn into baseball fans.
That's a good point. Days like this can make people's love for sports, can't they? Especially as like young kids. Seeing these kinds of things can sort of live in your memory forever. And especially being there as well.
is anybody watching this? This can't be happening. As you're getting ready to send out a tweet, you flip the channel and you see somebody getting a home run.
Look at their reactions. Look how gutted he is.
It was the best night in the history of Major League Baseball, and to be part of it on the positive side is incredible.
Write down the date, September 28th, and remember it. The greatest day in baseball.
What's the video? This was sick. I really do appreciate the suggestions now. Like, I didn't realise how crazy this actually was and how influential it was as well. Like, this was just, again, I said it earlier in the video, I don't know if it was part 1 or part 2, but this was the night of the underdogs, man. Jesus Christ. Now it's time to see the comments. I'm excited to see what people thought about this, man. The highest, lowest win I can't talk. I'm too gone by the video. The highest, lowest win expectancies: Rays 0.3% win chance. Bottom of the 8th, no on, no out. The fact they were so done in the 8th inning, and they managed to pull through still. Cardinals 99.9% after Alan Craig homer, that put them 8. Oh my god. Braves 88%, top of the 9th. Red Sox 95%, top of the 9th. Mate, and they lost it. The fact that the Rays had 99.7% chance to lose, the Braves had 88% chance to win, and the Red Sox had 95% chance to win, yet all three went against those odds is absolutely amazing. That's the beauty of sport, man. That is the beauty of sport. All on the same day as well. Fuck me. I can't imagine how the social, because I'm guessing like Twitter was a thing then, but now like Twitter is sort of like the mainstay. Like in the social media age, I can't imagine how it would react to things like this happening, man. Would go absolutely nuts. Twitter would melt down for sure. For sure. As a Rays fan, we don't get much success in the season or postseason, but this was the most exciting night of my baseball life. To see us come back and go to the playoffs was amazing. I will never forget it. One of those memories you won't forget, man. This is why baseball is the best sport around. This comeback, I feel like how is it possible to... I still can't get my head around how this is even possible. This mathematically should not have been possible. Well, I didn't read the end of it. The chance of all three of those odds being beat, according to my math, is 0.0018% chance. Unbelievable. For those who don't understand how rare that is, basically, if there was 56,000 days with these exact scenarios set up in these 8th and 9th innings, only one of those 56,000 scenarios would turn into the Rays win, Braves lost, and Red Sox. Fuck me. They've just won the lottery. This day was the lottery of the MLB. Fucking hell, man! That Longoria home run still gets me the goosebumps, and I'm an Orioles fan. This would have been nice 30 episode. They need to do a proper 30 talk on this. No, it gets old watching all these hopes and dreams and the Red Sox fans fade away in one night, man. It's crazy how that can happen, man. But yo, I really appreciate the suggestions for this, and man, if there's any more sort of documentary style videos out there, I would love to do them. Like, obviously, I don't know if there would be the same sort of effect. This was interesting, man. Hopefully this doesn't get blocked, so that's why the ESPN, and I don't know if they all block it or not, but hopefully not. And if it doesn't, hopefully you enjoyed the video. And yeah, man, thanks for this. Like, genuinely, I feel so blessed that I get these suggestions. I would never find out about stories like this if it wasn't for reacting to like baseball, etc., and for your suggestions. So I am genuinely so thankful for that, and I'm thankful for you consistently telling me to do it, because you've been telling me for months to do it and I haven't like done it. So thank you genuinely. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Until next time, like, subscribe, peace.